There we go. Make sure we're good here. Hey everyone, Steve Gonzer, physical therapist with Run Smart Online. I want to share something with you that most people don't realize. I'm actually about to go for a run. I'm at a little retreat here, and I figured I'd jump on quick and talk to you guys about the fact that if you're on the ground, you are slowing down. So as runners, what typically happens is as the race goes on or a run goes on, we start to fatigue, and over time, the run gets harder depending on your effort and how long the run is. So with this program coming up, you can go to openmystride.com to check it out. The price actually goes up after today, depending on when you watch this here. Today's Tuesday. But here's what you need to know about run form is that the more time you spend on the ground, the more time you're slowing down. What that means is when you push off in your stride and you drive yourself forward, that's where all your speed comes from. The second that foot comes to the ground, so if you just imagine for a second, you're at a still frame, right where your front leg's about to touch the ground, that instant is your maximum speed and acceleration forward. As soon as you hit the ground's going to push back against you and try to slow you down. You catch yourself, you reload, you push off again. The problem with most people's run form is that they run like they walk. So what that means is as they push off on one foot, they're actually touching down on the other foot. Let's see if I can make this happen. We got a little golf cart going by here. So there's a little golf cart. Let him go by. All right, so imagine for a second, this is the best we're going to get today. We're going to push off, and we're going to try to carry down the road. The problem with most people is they push off, and they're taking this front leg, and they're heel striking, and they're hitting the ground already, and they pick this leg up, and they have no momentum going forward. So if you've ever seen a race photo with your legs like this leg is usually heel striking. What happens is you fall into a trap of shuffling. And the problem with shuffling is that you always have 2 feet on the ground at all times. So what it means is you're perpetually, as soon as you push off, you accelerate yourself forward, you immediately take the other foot and you brake. And it's a start-stop motion over and over again. What we want runners to do is you want to break away from the shuffle. And that's what we teach in this upcoming program called Need for Speed. Is that when you push off, if you can drive through the hips, if you can push off properly, you can tweak your run form, you can actually drive yourself forward, open your stride. And what we found with most runners is when they open their stride, not overstriding, don't make the mistake of thinking I'm talking about overstriding. I'm talking about opening your stride, running from the hips, running from the core. When you do that, you actually surge yourself forward, and you can, I'm not kidding, like you can immediately start picking up tens of seconds per mile if you can sustain it. Now, most people take a little while to sustain that, but here's what I've mainly found is that when a runner goes and you're running a 5K half marathon or full marathon, when the going gets tough and you start to fatigue and you're getting tired, most people drift towards a shuffling type run form. And when you do that, you're asking yourself to get slower mile after mile. Now what I found is when you adopt what I call the figure 4 position, let's see if I can do it here, which is essentially this type of position with the legs. When you get that position in your run form and you incorporate it, you can actually slow down less and you can actually run faster when you start to fatigue. Problem is a lot of people don't do that. So there's a couple things you need to do. You need to learn how to drive from the hips. You need to learn how to open your stride. We call it the knee drive. That's why we have this upcoming program called Need for Speed. So when you drive the knee, you turn on the hips, you turn on the core, but you have to learn how to do that. You also have to have the anatomy to do that. Tight hamstrings, tight hips. They work against you when you're trying to run faster. In fact, it's really difficult to increase your speed if you have tight hips and tight hammies. So you can run as much as you want. You can run as many miles and speed work as you want. But if you're a shuffler, if you have tight hips, you're topped out. You can't go much faster because you're restricted. So in this program, Need for Speed, we teach you all the drills, all the exercises, all the training, the stretches, the core strength, the things that you need to open your stride. If you're interested in having me help you do this, go to the Need for Speed project. It can be found at openmystride.com. I shuffled my words there, pun intended. Go to openmystride.com. I'm all over the place. Openmystride.com. Check it out. The price is going up depending on when you're looking at this, but invest in your run form. The cool thing about run form is that when you do it properly, you can get faster without having to train more miles or to do more speed work, which usually in my line of work as a physical therapist just means more injuries. So again, price is going up. 4 weeks of training. We teach you how to improve your run form for more speed so you can push through the wall, so you can get faster, so you can get your goal on race day. Go to openmystride.com if you're interested in checking that out. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow where I have some more things I want to show you about improving your run form. All right, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.